Welcome back to the T5 YouTube channel, everybody. Today we're going to have a look at how to change your air filter in a VW T5 campervan or van. Changing the air filter in a T5 is quite a straightforward task, and you probably normally undertake this as part of a greater overall service where you change your oil and oil filter as well. For the purposes of YouTube, I've decided to split the two into two separate videos, but if you check out my other videos, I've also done one where I've changed the oil and oil filter. But in this video, we're going to look at how to change the air filter in your VW T5. To do this, there's a couple of things you're going to need. You're obviously going to need the air filter here. This is a Bosch one, the part number being S3331. Good quality air filter. The second thing you're going to need is a pair of grips or mole grips. And the reason why you're going to need these will become clear when we have a walk over to the van and start doing this task. It's a nice sunny day outside, so let's go over to the van. Let's do it. Okay, so here we are over at the van in the engine bay. This is the air box over here, and we're going to look at changing the air filter. The first thing you need to do is unclip the electric sensor there, and then the reason why you need these grips that I mentioned earlier is because they have to go round this permanently fitted clip. Personally, I prefer the Jubilee style clips, but this one doesn't remove. So what you have to do is pinch them bits inwards and then wiggle the hose loose. And then finally, there's one of these clips down here to undo, and then there's one of the same on the back side over here, which you're not going to be able to see. But essentially it's the same clip, one there and one around the back. It's going to be a little bit awkward to do one-handed, but let's see how we go. So first up, to remove the electric connector, there's this little grey tab here at the back, so you want to be squeezing that in and it just wiggles loose. The next thing to do is to get your adjustable grips on the two ends of this clip here. The clip stays in position, but you squeeze it together and it loosens the grip like that. But I'm going to need a second hand because essentially all you do then is wriggle off the actual hose. I'll do that now and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Okay, so that's with the hose wriggled off. Obviously I've released the grips and it retightens the clip, but essentially you use the grips to pinch them together and then wriggle it off so it's loose like that, because eventually what we're wanting to do is unclip these and the other one around the back. Then the whole housing lifts off from the top. Obviously with that and that connected in place, you're not going to be able to do that. I'll just do the clip round the back and then I'll lift the lid off. Okay, so with those clips loose, the top just pulls off like this. To expose the air filter underneath. A little bit dirty, seen worse. That just peels out. Yeah, fair amount of dirt, so I'll change that anyway. And then there's a leaf guard in here, which just slots out. And it lets you pull out any leaves or anything that have got caught up in there. Bit of a spider or something there. Not a lot in there. Sometimes you find leaves in there. To put this leaf guard back in place, you'll just see down here there's this nut, and then on the actual guard itself there's a cutout for it to slot over the top of, and that way you can ensure you've got it back in the right way around. Like so. So there's a new air filter there. You can see the difference in colour, it being brand new compared with the old one which was dirty. So we're going to get rid of that. And then we're going to pop this in there. And it's just a matter of making sure it's seated nicely in. Like so, and then we'll reconnect the lid. Okay, so that's the lid back onto the housing. You just want to make sure that you line it up along this side because it clips in at an angle and then folds. I've already done the clip up round the back side. It's exactly the same type of clip as this. So that metal bit slides over the top, and then the plastic tab pushes down, and then we're looking at getting the grips again to squeeze that together, slide that back on, release the grips, and then pop the clip back in there. Okay, so I've got the camera balanced on part of the engine to give me two hands, and I'll show you how to do this clip properly. So you want to get your grips, squeeze the clip together, and then ease it on. Needs a bit of strength there. Loosen the clip, get the electric centre clip and push that back in. Job's a good one.